त जसरी पनि विकास गर्छु भनेर निस्केको मान्छे।
Okay, high performance liquid chromatography. High pressure liquid chromatography or high performance liquid chromatography HPLC is an advanced form of liquid chromatography used to separate the components of the mixture analyzed. In HPLC, chromatography is the mixture is the dissolve in a solvent mobile phase and then forced to flow through a chromatographic column under a high pressure. In the column, the mixture is resolved into its components. HPLC is a form of liquid chromatography used to separate the compounds that are dissolved in solution. HPLC is characterized by the use of high pressure to push a mobile phase solution through a column of stationary phase, allowing the separation of complex mixture with high resolution. In HPLC, mobile phase is liquid, but stationary phase is solid or liquid. Principle of HPLC, high performance liquid chromatography is based on adsorption as well as partition chromatography is depending on the nature of stationary phase. If stationary phase is solid, principle is based on the adsorption chromatography, and if stationary phase is liquid, principle is based on the partition chromatography. It is important to determine the volatile and non-volatile compounds. It is important to determine determination of qualitative and quantitative analysis. It is important for determination of retention time. The time is required after sample injection. Maximum angle peak reaches to the detector. The process involves the interaction of the compounds in the analyzed or sample across the stationary phase. The compounds bind the specific regions of the stationary phase based on certain physical and chemical properties. These bound molecules are then eluted with a suitable buffer and same are collected with time. Solvent mobile phase in normal phase, typically non-polar solvents, example hexane, are used in combination with more polar solvents, chloroform, methanol. In reverse phase application, water is usually base solvent. Instrumentation for HPLC, the block diagram of the HPLC is shown as below. Solvent reservoir, gradient device, high pressure pump, pressure gauge, sample injector, column, detector, recorder. Solvent reservoir, Application of HPLC, isolation and purification of biologically active natural products, control of synthetic reactions, identification of intermediates and target compounds, biosynthesis study, detection of biogenetic intermediates and enzymes involved, control the microbiological process used for separation of antibiotic from broth mixture. This technique is highly applicable in organic ions, both cations and anions. DNA, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and amino acids have been analyzed by HPLC for bioseparation. Pharmaceutical drugs have been separated by HPLC. By exclusion chromatography with HPLC, several standard proteins were isolated. The amino acids are best separated by ion exchange HPLC techniques due to ionic nature of amino acids.